You're listening to the New York Sports Show, the #1 all New York sports podcast. Hosted by Dominic Konareski.
Daniel Jones was widely considered to be a legitimate NFL bust, and then he decides to ball out in what happened to be leading up to his contract year. So, of course, this offseason, he got into a massive, long-term, big money contract with the Giants, who are now essentially stuck with him. Going into year 5, he's now considered a seasoned vet. But when you look at it, 3 of his first 4 years in the NFL were mediocre. He never had a winning season up until last year. Not to mention, he could barely throw more touchdowns compared to interceptions, and he's been injured on multiple occasions because he continues to think that he could be a running back instead of a quarterback. And yeah, you could say that's a very harsh analysis on Daniel Jones, but that's something that every single person, including every single Giant fan, has in the back of their heads. Daniel Jones went from being a draft bust, essentially, to now being considered one of the best quarterbacks just because of one season where he only won 9 games and the Giants fizzled out near the end. Now, yes, did he upset the Minnesota Vikings in the playoffs? Yes, that was a very impressive game, very impressive win. I'm going to give him that. But the Giants are in very shaky territory because if Daniel Jones regresses, that's going to be a huge loss in Giantstown. I remember last offseason, right before the preseason started, I said that 2022, 2023, that's going to be a career-defining year for Daniel Jones. Well, scratch that. I was wrong. 2023-2024 NFL season is going to be a career-defining year for Daniel Jones because this is going to be the year that Daniel Jones is going to show that, yeah, I am no one-year wonder. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to get a lot of wins, and I'm going to have my team, the New York Giants, contend with the Philadelphia Eagles for that divisional win. And yes, you could say the same thing about Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks. He's in a very similar situation. The only difference is he's stuck around the NFL much longer than Daniel Jones overall, started his career before him. But think about it. Daniel Jones even got Comeback Player of the Year votes this most recent offseason. That's how bad he was up until the 2022-2023 season. And it's concerning to see how the New York Giants could just absolutely collapse if Daniel Jones goes back to winning 5-6 games in a season.